So, hi, Attreya. It's so wonderful to finally sit down and talk to you directly. I'm Song. I'm a CMO at Reencle in charge of marketing. And I have to say, I've been genuinely happy to do the interview today. Could you introduce yourself?
Definitely. I'm Attreya. I am a senior now at Hamilton High School in Sussex, Wisconsin, in the United States. I'm very happy to be doing this interview with you. Yeah, I'm excited to get started.
Yeah, it was fascinating watching you take the initial spark of interest of doing presentation at the Hamilton Education Foundation. That's where I found you. And I was just wondering, like, what brought this man to presenting at the foundation to secure the fund and try to expand the whole program at the school? Let me ask you some really quick question. What first got you interested in composting, Attreya?
So initially, actually, in my old home, we're in a bigger home now, but in our old home, in our condo, we had a pest problem where there were many rats actually that got into our trash at some point. And because of that, we needed a closed lid trash can. And the issue was there was like a really bad smell we noticed from the closed lid trash can. And so what we did was, of course, we did some research. From the research, we found that what was happening was the food was getting decomposed because of like a high nitrogen ratio. And when the food that was getting decomposed, it was actually smelling really badly. We decided to, look into composting options since we knew composting was a way to solve this issue. We came across Reencle actually. In our family first, we bought one and we implemented it in our home, and we actually didn't know how well it would work. And we were incredibly surprised that it would take all our food, and the statistic that they showed was really accurate, that it would make it 10% of what it originally was. And it was really cool to see that happen and see our food just go to a better cause than just the trash. And it was nice to use that in gardens and maybe give it to some people. So it was a great way to take food waste, and instead of throwing it away or just disposing of it, using it for a better purpose.
Right. Thanks for sharing that. But usually people end up using it at their home and then be like, "Oh, this is great." But not many people would think this could work at my school. And rather than so what made you keeping as a school project rather than a personal project of yours?
So actually, I distinctly remember one day I was sitting at school and I was talking to my friends, and at lunch I noticed, I don't know if it was the first time I noticed it, but it was the first time it actually struck me. I saw kids throwing away just a really good apple. I saw someone throw away a banana that could have, you could have composted it. Perfectly good food stuff that was just getting thrown away into the trash. And I was like, man, it's actually not great for the environment. You could compost it and we could use it for something better instead. So I was like, man, if I could talk to my maybe the nutrition director at my school, I could maybe get something started and try to make this better, because I saw all that waste and I'm like, man, this really isn't good for my environment. And of course, if we want a change to happen, I guess we're gonna have to start making that change for it to happen.
So, do you have green beans and black beans on your campus, or is it just a black bean only?
Definitely. We have in our campus, we don't really have composting. We really mostly only have the trash, and we do have recycling, which actually took a long time to implement into our school. But we have a recycling bin, and then we just have a trash where everybody throws in plastic, food waste, everything just goes into one bin. And I was like, man, they could put the food waste into a composting bin and a composter, and it would actually improve the environment.
So you find it education part is the challenging part here?
Yeah, definitely. It's was a big issue with actually recycling, and was also an issue here with composting, is that a lot of kids don't know how to properly compost. I mean, of course, a lot of them have heard of proper recycling and composting, but they're not super knowledgeable on what should be composted. And same thing for recycling. I mean, sometimes I'll see kids throw tape away in recycling, like, oh, that's not recycling. So, it's about educating them. And Reencle actually is really great because a lot of traditionally compostable items that most people would think could be composted but aren't technically allowed to be composted are compostable with a Reencle. For example, meat. Not a lot of people will compost meat, but meat is compostable with the Reencle, which is great because that takes one less thing away from the students to worry about and focus on.
Right. So you simply briefly mentioned the nutritionist on campus. So was the nutritionist first people you talked to, or were you talked to as one of your teacher and brought the idea to the campus?
I initially actually talked to my nutritionist. She was my first point of contact, for a composting implementation, and I reached out to her. we sat down and we talked, but they did inform me that in their kitchen, I was actually initially planning to do it in the kitchen, that in their kitchen they already had a method of composting. It wasn't necessarily composting, but all their food waste would actually go to a pig farmer in the area, and he would take the food and I guess compost it and feed it to his pigs. So they said that in their school or in their kitchen, they didn't need the composting or the composter necessarily. So after that, I asked them, well, I still noticed a lot of food waste by the students. So do you think there's anybody I could talk to for that, venue and bringing composting, generally to our students? And they actually redirected me to an environmental science teacher, who is a great. She's been my best point of contact. She's been, by my side throughout all this. She also implemented a hydroponic lettuce farm in our school, where they grew lettuce hydroponically, and we use that lettuce in our school all the time. So a lot of environmental projects are actually started by her or supported by her. So she was my second point of contact, and I actually went over and presented it to her.
Right. So what was her reaction when you initially brought the project and then presented to her?
Yeah, after hearing pretty much a no from the nutritionist, I was a little worried, and I was like, oh, I've got to come with everything in order. And by this time, I'd actually already talked to Mr. Tegardine, who I was in communication with, and I'd gotten a sample for our school. I went over and I was talking to her, and I told her my idea, and she actually was so happy. I was surprised. She was really happy. She was like, man, I tried implementing recycling in our school, and to be honest, the administration wasn't very keen to it because they were worried about students, actually recycling. Now that you're coming over and saying this, it's really great, because recycling was so hard to get without like a student who was informed about it. Now, since we have you, a student who's informed about composting, it'll actually be really easy, and we should be able to implement it much easier into our school. So she was actually really happy about it initially. And of course, she was like, oh, well, it'll be really hard, to get a unit and use it. And I was like, well, actually, I already got that covered because I did talk to Mr. Tegardine, and we have a sample. And she was like, oh, in that case, then we can just get started right away. And we were able to set up the sample. And actually, for like a year, we tested out the sample just to see, if we could get just the science department involved. And initially, and it was a little difficult because students were like, what is that? I don't know what that is. Is that a trash bin? And, of course, they had all their questions and everything. And of course, there were like stints where the Reencle, smelled a little bit because we didn't know how to properly, what food to put in and everything. But after we learned and we taught our science department, now they actively use it. 5 of the teachers in the science wing actually bring compost from home and put it in the Reencle every day. So it's really well fed and well maintained, and all the students now are using it. Once in a while we'll get a plastic wrapper in there, but we'll always make sure to tell the students, hey, this is a composter, so only food waste and everything. But initially getting everybody on board, because they weren't informed about it, was pretty difficult. But afterwards it was really easy to have them also compost just like we did.
Interesting. So where exactly are you putting Reencle and use it?
So we have one currently in our in my environmental science teacher's room in the science wing. I recently actually implemented another one. Actually, this was a gravity unit, so it's a little it's a little more advanced. And we implemented that into the communication arts hallway, or the language arts hallway, and that side of the school. And I am talking with my language arts teacher. We're getting that one up and running, and we've been putting food into it. And after that, we're planning on putting it in the upstairs, the social studies hallway. We have a teacher's room there, which they could, use the composter for. Yeah, it's just about, spreading it around the school, because science wing was a super success. So now we want to put it in, other parts of the school to grow it a little bit more.
So tell me about the presentation at Hamilton Education Foundation. How did that go?
So after we finished our 1 year of our testing, we were like, this is working awesome. And the only issue was, we wanted to buy, the new gravity units were coming out. We were like, okay, we want to buy those. Those are really nice. So we're going to need some grant money so we can, sustain the program, for additional filters and additional starter kit units, composter starter packs, or even like the booster packs. So we were like, okay, we have to obtain a grant. So what we did was, our school has an education foundation that always provides grants to different initiatives in our school. So we decided to contact them and ask them if there are any venues for grants that we can apply for. And since they're a 501c3, it was actually really nice. They were able to apply to one a waste management grant. They actually forwarded us the information, and me and my environmental teacher one day, we sat down, we drafted the proposal, we finished everything, and we sent it over to the foundation head. And she was great. She worked with us. She ironed out some things, and she was like, okay, I think we can send this out. This will be great. And we sent it to waste management. We did not hear back for like a couple months. I was a little worried. I'm like, oh shoot, I might have gotten rejected. But then we heard back, and they were elated. They were like, oh man, this is such a great thing. Would you be able to do like a presentation? And actually, our school's education foundation also was like, could you do a presentation for us too, since we're also interested in this? So it's like a double whammy. So I was able to do a presentation and present the Reencle and what we've been doing with it, and how helpful it's been for our community. And they were happy to hear about it, and they told us, you've got to send us videos, you got to send us pictures. We want all the documentation we can so we can show this and support this as much as we could. And we were so happy about that.
Right. Interesting. Do you think you'll secure the grant in the end?
Yes, we were able to secure the grant. We're working on another one, and with how
so you got it already?
Yeah, we actually got the grant, and we used it to buy the 2 gravity units we're implementing in the school. And we have a really good relationship with waste management now. And after looking at our progress, I'm sure they'll be very happy if we update them to send us more money to sustain the program.
Right. So now you mentioned another grant you're trying to get. So if you get the grant, what's your plan for scaling up the program?
So like I mentioned, probably the money I would probably keep in reserve for filters and starter packs in case the compost goes awry with the composters. We can put in the starter packs, get more compost. Where I also I'm looking to maybe if we keep getting the grants and keep using the money properly, we'd be able to get a mega Reencle for our kitchen, since they wouldn't have to outsource it to the pig farmer. It would be very helpful to use the mega Reencle, which would be a great resource in the kitchen, that they could take the compost and then spread it around the school and use it in our gardens and our fields. So that's a long-term goal we have in mind.
Right.
But initially, we just want to spread the smaller composters to all the different parts of the school, and then after that, looking to put maybe a mega Reencle in the kitchen, to complete the program. So we are a environmentally friendly school.
Are there many gardens that you can use the compost out of Reencle?
Oh, definitely. We have a very, very big football field that our football team practices, American football team practices all the time. And we have a big soccer field where, our soccer players play. And we have tons of different areas around the school where there's like flowers and a bunch of foliage. And we talked to the grounds keeper of our school, and when we told him about the compost, he said we'll definitely have space for that. We always have space to put in more compost and improve our school's grounds much better. So if you give us the compost, we'll definitely have some use for that. Don't even worry about it, he said. So we've gotten the go ahead from him too, so it'll definitely be helpful.
There are some needs in place on campus. So I heard that this has been a 4-year project, from getting the sample, doing the presentation, and to be able to secure the fund from the foundation. For the experience that you have in the last 1 year, what has this experience taught you about environmental advocacy and creating change?
Really, it's taught me that no matter how much of a change you think you can't make, you definitely can make the change, actually. Because initially when I started this project, I had my doubts. I was like, will I really be able to bring composting to our school? Let's be real. It's a very big school. I don't know how well administration will be with it. How can I educate the students? But usually when people don't do something or don't compost, it's not that they don't want to do it. It's that they don't know how to properly. And just education and, putting yourself out there and advocating for, what you want will always in the long run help you out. So I really learned how to, put myself out there and fight for what I wanted, and bring that composting and environmental sustainability to my school, so we can all have a better planet.
I really love the idea how you spread the words, try to introduce new technology, and composting still not many people know what's compostable and what's not, and they don't really know the idea of separating food waste is the thing that you must do on campus. Like when you have so much food waste on campus, on anywhere like people gathers. So any advice would you give it to another students who want to bring environmental initiative on their campus?
Really just don't be afraid to talk to people. I mean, I know it's really daunting, maybe to talk to the higher level people in your school, the principal, the associate principal, or maybe the nutrition director and the groundskeeper, even the teachers. But really, they'll probably not say no because they also want the same thing you do. And if you put your idea out there and tell them the benefits, really put it into perspective for them, they'll definitely be on board with it. They'll definitely be geared to making your school a better place. So never be afraid to talk to people, advocate for what you want, because in the long run, it'll always help you out.
Great speech, Attreya. I'm impressed. It's funny that there are quite many students who are interested in composting and try to spread more words on campus, but usually it's the minor, like who cares about composting, and people just throw away food waste in black bins. So we were thinking, I personally saw some of the students in LA Cresty and did some interview with them, and they had the same problem, and they had to go to the same procedure that you have gone through on your campus. So would you be interested in connecting with other students who are implementing similar programs at their schools?
Definitely. I'd surely be interested in that, so I can, spread the word, because I mean, we're all working to make our planet a better place. So I would definitely be open to talking to other students and, helping them through the process, maybe even having their help to go through my process. Maybe.
We can structure some of the good initiative program for adopting composting as on-campus kind of project all together, and then send it to other schools. I think that's going to be an exciting project.
Definitely. Thank you.
Is there anything about your Reencle experience or vision for school composting that we haven't talked or you'd like to share?
One thing I wanted to say is a lot of thanks to Reencle for being super communicative with this whole project. I mean, I was a little worried that, it's a big corporation, we might not be able to, get all the funds and, all the samples we want. I was a little worried, but you guys were great in the process. It was great. Mr. Tegardine was awesome. I would, send an email saying, Mr. Tegardine, how much would it cost to get a new unit? And I'd be like, since we're working on grant money, would there be any way to, where I go around the cost? Would we be able to get a refurbished unit or something like that? And he said, we can send you the unit. We'll lower the cost for you. Don't even worry about it. And it was so great to work with. We were able to really put this program up on a pedestal with Reencle's help. So a lot of thanks to Reencle for being super easy to work with.
Right. Well, we keep supporting you, Attreya. So if you need anything, please reach out to us anytime. I think that's going to be the end of the interview. Very appreciated on your time. So it was such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for your time, Attreya.
Yeah. Thank you so much.